Hey there, this is Don Morris, and here's the brand new 2025 Buick Enclave ST. All right, well, here is the brand new, fully redesigned, inside and out 2025 Enclave. This is the ST trim, which stands for Sport Touring Trim. So what this is the middle of the trim level. So you have one below this and one above this. Above this is the Avenir, which is more your luxury trim, fully loaded, bells and whistles, all that. And then one below this is the Premium, and that is kind of your base model. And this gives you everything you get on a Premium, plus a lot of really cool visual accents inside and out to give it much more of a sporty, aggressive look. So we just got these. This is, I think, our second one. This is our first ST, though. And you can see once we get inside, it's an awesome interior. So we've got this carbon fiber look trim, aluminum trim, really cool texture and design on the seats with the ST embossed in the headrest there. More of that kind of metal weave look trim throughout the cabin. Piano black on the center stack. And it's just a really good looking car inside and out. Captain's chair's in the second row, which I really like. And we do have that third row seat, which is power foldable. And what's really nice with the Enclave, and this was true for the last generation car, and they carried it over, which I'm thankful, tons of space, but also this is an underrated feature here. So this is a very deep storage bin that I don't see on a lot of cars in this class, and it's giving you the ability to leave that up behind the third row so you have more storage for luggage, or if you have grocery bags, things like that. It's really nice to have that extra space under the floor there. Here's our switches for our second and third row. We can lay that second row down flat from here, and we can also pull up and down the third row there. We have power adjustable tailgate as well. I just love the way they did the tail lights back here, and everything's full LED all the way around, as you'd expect with a new car. Underneath this guy is your tow hitch and harness, 5,000 pound towing capacity. This one is, of course, an all-wheel drive. And we do have front and rear parking sensors on this one. I love the wheels. I think we've got the 20-inch wheel with the ST. Nice upgrade over the Premium. And I like the look of this better than the Avenir myself, but I understand the draw to the Avenir. That's also a really nice car. Features-wise, we've got the upgraded Bose sound system in this one. These are metal-plated sill plates, which I really like. I mentioned how nice the seats are with that contrasting piping and stitching. This is really cool. It's a floating console, and you have just a ton of storage under there for all sorts of stuff. This new screen kind of steals the show. So this is, most cars now are doing this, but a lot of them will have like two separate screens or one screen with an obvious break in the middle. This is one continuous 48-inch, I think they said, panel. And it is all touch. So, and you can still have a volume knob here, which I like. And we also have controls, of course, on our steering wheel. But wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless phone charger, Bluetooth, of course. We've got dual zone automatic climate control. We have heated front seats, heated steering wheel, cruise control with adaptive function, and these are just controls for your phone and or radio when you have that on. Drive is awesome. This has the new 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which is derived from the GM 2.7 that's in the Canyon and Colorado pickup trucks, and the full-size trucks too. The 1500s have that engine option as well, and it's stout. It's about 328 horsepower, but about 325 foot-pounds of torque. So it is extremely smooth, and that low-end torque is really nice when you're driving around town. The nomenclature is always people buy horsepower, but they drive torque, meaning you're using that lower RPM power a lot more than you are actually revving it out all the way to redline and getting the peak power. And that's the advantage of this over the old V6. They make similar horsepower, but this has way more torque, like 50 or 60 pounds more of torque, which is giving you a much more responsive feel in town without having to wring this thing out. So driving it drives very Buick, which is great. It's quiet, it's comfortable, it feels almost Cadillac in its execution versus Chevy. Definitely closer to a Cadillac than the Chevy equivalent. That's always been the case. That's why Buick exists, but they've really swung for the fences with their redesigned stuff. We got the Envision recently, and this is the Enclave with this new design grille, which I just love. They actually had a concept car a few years ago that had this grille on it, and everyone just went crazy for it, and now they've brought that onto their mainstream product, which I think was just a hit. So it's an awesome car. Let me know what other questions you have about it. Come take a look at it, see if it's a good fit for you and your family, and I will be in touch and glad to help.